At the beginning, Joseph was just a patient with whom we did not really understand what was going on. It's only later that this man and this meeting became so important. It changed my life because of the CADASIL story. It is in 1976 that I saw a 50-year-old man who I didn't know at that time, but was going to be Joseph, the first CADASIL patient. The head of the department thought that this patient had Binswanger's disease. Well, maybe at that time I was a bit of a rebel. And I said, well, no, this is not Binswanger's disease. I don't know what this patient has. In 1986, his daughter came to see me, and her brother came too, and we could see that they had the same deep infarcts and white matter changes as their father. By that time, I had met Elisabeth Tournier-Lasserre, and she said, what is this condition they have? And I said, well, I don't know. It's a family disease. I have no idea what it is, but it's a vascular disease.
I met with Marie-Germaine Bousset, I think this was in 1986. We had to first analyze a large number of members of this family. In fact, we were able to identify 57 members of this family and realized that it was hereditary. I think the breakthrough in 1993 was the mapping of the gene on chromosome 19, and this provided a very useful biomarker.
In 1991, I was introduced to first to Elisabeth Tournier-Lasserre, and she was looking for someone to work on a completely new disease. After identifying the gene responsible for CADASIL, I realized that everything now has to be done. Identify the role of nursery, generate animal models, and better understand how mutations in this gene can cause this disease, and finally try to find a cure for this disease.
I entered the CADASIL research probably in 1991 to search for other potential cases outside the initial family. After this initial period when the gene of CADASIL was identified, I came back to research in CADASIL because I was very interested in the imaging aspects and features of the disorder. My input with the description of the disease, I think, was helpful to recognize later the disease.
Oh, is there anything left for CADASIL research? Well, of course. I mean, the most important one is to find a treatment.
This is really challenging. It's really not easy to develop a clinical trial, and my hope is to have new tools, new ways to perform clinical trials in this disorder for testing innovative treatments and drugs.
I've invested so many years working on this disease. My best hope would be to finish my career with finding a cure for CADASIL patients.
I'm sure with Andrew Tell's team, this goal is attainable. Once the treatment is there, everything is good.